Hey everybody, it's Risley. We're playing Super Auto Pets. Let's give it a go. This is the same weekly as it used to be, so we're gonna see about the same amount of pets, not much changing up here. Pillbug, which is a classic in previous rounds. Mosquito. I do appreciate the duck, just based off stats, but I'll give this a roll just to see if we get a duplicate, which we did. Second mosquito. Let's be some crisp carrots. We are ideal for your salad needs. Now, if they have some mods or something with 1 health, which they do, and we specifically didn't hit it, because that just would have been too easy. A draw is fine, a draw is good. We get what we get. Maybe aim a little bit better next time there, mosquitoes. A second pillbug and a duck. So the one who is in second could get 2 health, or you could split it up a little bit. Do it like this, and get everyone here, but they're going to combine anyway, so there's no real purpose in that. So this would allow 1 health plus 1 health. I think there's actually no real way to make this easy, besides if we do it this way, the mosquito gets 2 health, and I guess he is the most likely to stick around, so I might as well. And I have to freeze this by law, just because we're rolling, just because we've got the money. Didn't really matter if we put it up in the shop there, I probably wasn't going to save it, but... Alright, Super Pillbug team versus Koala up front. Wow, that's just pure mosquito technology, I guess, because otherwise he's not going to get to use his ability very often. Unless the Koala's ability can affect itself as well. I'm actually not sure whether it specifies that it has to be a friend or if it can be anybody. Okay, let's see. We can get a level 3 on that. We will take this at least temporarily. And... I used to not like the pug, but I feel like it's actually pretty alright. It could upgrade our mosquito for us on manual. I'll save this for 1 round just to see how it goes. We're not committed to the Muxosk like at all at this point. So if we do see a good, I don't know, anything that goes well with any of the rest of the team, we will switch that out at a moment's notice. Alright, come on now. Come on now. Ugh. I don't think we could have even drawn, even if that little golden retriever did not come out, so... That's really just a loss on our part. Level? The dog is really one of the most tragic stories in Super Auto Pets. It went from being an almost always take to basically like a bleh. And it's also one of those things, you know, where maybe it's not a bleh, maybe it's actually still kind of good. It's just because it used to be so good, and it's changed so significantly from when it was at its peak, that my desire to take it to test if it's just like decent now, even if it is decent now, I just don't want to take it, you know? I feel like a lot of people do that too. Once something is nerfed in a video game, everyone just says it's horrendous, even if they don't want to take the time to actually play it out and see if it feels just as good as everyone else still. It's just not as good as it used to be, sort of situation. Ooh, the Scottish goose. He's my nemesis. Luckily it seems like we're gonna pull it out on this guy this time. With our musk ox. Good job there, Oxy boy. He's trying to prove himself because he knows he's on thin ice. Alright, so close to leveling on 2 different units. We could throw a croissant on our swan, which will periodically be referred to as a goose, just because same diff. Would it have made more sense to upgrade the swan now to get 1 extra gold next turn rather than just the 1 extra attack that it's going to get from getting the croissant early? I probably would have been better just to level it. Especially since that actually gives it like the double set anyway, so would have been better. Tiny mistake. Will that mistake loses the game? Only the world knows. Quite possible. Either way, whether it is the sand that breaks the back, I probably won't notice, so who's to really say? Swan with a space hat on. That is my second nemesis, only to Swan with the Scottish hat on. We upgrade on this turn a donkey. Push the last enemy to the front, works 1 time per battle. That's the interesting part, is that actually is pretty useful if you're facing a team where the later enemies are helpful at all. It just feels like a seahorse and the other like pack is like a level 1 or 2 or something, and it basically does something similar. Like it's not the same exact utility, but it moves things, which is all you're really going for there. And that's so small that it feels like it shouldn't be such a high level, like high tier in order to unlock it. Should we do a salad? Should we do a salad? Should I throw an osprey out instead of our ox instead? I guess the pillbug is kind of aged out a little bit. We'll try it like this. There's no point in putting a honey on it. We could throw a salad, but I think I'll just roll for a hot second. Maybe a pineapple. And another swan, wow. We will actually commit to swans right now. I don't want to commit to a muskox, and I also don't want to commit to my mosquito, so I don't really want to throw a pineapple on it. I realize there's a certain point probably where I really should just be doing anything it gives me, because if I'm just waiting for the perfect moment, I'm gonna slowly die. My health is going to trickle very quickly, and I won't be able to even reach that final moment. Okay. Okay. I'm glad that my golden retriever was here to cheer on my swan. In our little success story right there. We will take the extra swan, and we will try to find a last remaining one. The problem with getting rid of my mosquito is that my pug is unable to actually help anyone on the squad. I guess I'll give him a croissant, so at least maybe he can stand on his own right in the future. Yeah, there's really nothing here that I want. So I will continue to roll endlessly. I mean, that is the biggest joy of Super Auto Pets. The feeling of rolling and rolling and hearing that little ding bell. It's the only thing that keeps the players coming back, you know? Alright, that was a lot of shots. Okay, that was a few more shots. Well, we'll get at least one of their animals down. That is in itself a success story. Oh, wow. Alright. Game's trying to tell me that mosquitoes are, they're not completely useless, you know? I don't have to instantly think about getting rid of them, but at that point we might as well get double muskox. Throw that on there just because I don't want to hold it frozen for very much longer. We'll do this to see if we get a cool level. 3, 3, 2, 2. This would not be the most effective of the poodles available. 3, 1, 2, 2. We could replace this with this. Is that necessarily the most optimal play available to us? Probably not. But we sure as heck did just do that. Oh, they've got a monkey. Nah. Kinda hard to break through a monkey squad. We are gonna get through those two, though. That is most of their high HP. Wow. Classic turnaround story, when all of their goodness was up front, and you pull it out from the back. Level 3 swan for the win. We could definitely replace this with a level 6. Which I both want to be leveled and want to be behind something strong, which actually means our swan is the strongest thing we've got going on right now. Mosquito could leave and be replaced with a lynx, which would give us a 2, 6, 2, and a 4. 1 to 2 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to 1. We're gonna try this. This is a pretty late pivot going on a little bit right here. A lot of mathing this out. And then you could argue instead of putting this behind a snake, because how many hits is the swan actually gonna get? You should double the lynx up. Let's try this for one turn, see if it ends up doing pretty well for us. If not, we can reorganize a little bit on round 10. Alright. How many hits does the swan get just automatically? 1 and a weakness. Well, that definitely pooped on that party a little bit. 2. Okay, we got 2 hits out of the snake. 5 damage to a random enemy. I think that was worth it. And that dog can't defeat us. Alright, so this squad did pretty well for us. If we had an even better lynx, that would be very helpful. A chocolate. Who requires this? Probably the poodle for stat gain, although I realize we're on pretty low health. Stat gain might not be the most immediate savior that we need at this moment, but darling, if it's all we got, it's all we gotta give. We'll be getting that upgraded poodle next turn. Alright. 2 down and 1 hit. That is a valid use of the lynx there. Okay, but now that I've actually automated the lynx, the pug's addition of plus thing, is that not doing anything? No, the lynx isn't leveled up. Okay. I tricked my own self, man. So we will definitely level that up. We will get that snake. I do like popcorn, if only... We'll save that just for a second. I might just drop it on the snake. Yeah, let's give it to the snake. Let's give it to... I mean, I guess actually doing this does give the snake one last hit. And then we could also put it on the snake as well. I do think that a pineapple might be the best thing to go on there. But if we do see a pineapple, probably lynx gets priority in terms of who gets the very first one we see. So let's... This popcorn will at least live for a little bit. Alright. And I see that it's not super useful to put food items on your back units anyhow, because everyone's little bros keep throwing weakness on there instead. Little cuttlefish bros. This leveling would be great. Faint abilities do not apply. Oof. Another poodle. It's always weird when I have to realize how much money we get in a turn, because we are running a swan. I'm pretty sure there are supposed to be melons in this team, yeah, and we are on level 6 already. Haven't seen a single melon, but that would be super useful if they could just toss one of those my way. I would replace the swan's popcorn with a melon, if the opportunity would to be arised. But let's see how this goes. That team doesn't look too crazy. Let's see how that lynx falls out. Just killing my poodle? That is not enough to defeat me, kid. Super snake. The snake got a little bit of revenge right there. He got a little bit of a shot on mine, but that will not change the results. That being said, we do have a long way to go. +3 experience. So I could keep this honor lynx, or I could actually result in a level 3 snake. That could be very powerful. It's basically choosing whether or not I think that killing more things before they have a chance to attack, or getting more general attacks out, you know, like which one of these seems more effective. If I had a melon on my swan, I definitely think that, well, let's do health. But a melon on my swan would definitely guarantee that this snake maneuver is more useful than the alternative. Okay, that. Chocolate. Still going for a melon real quick. Nothing. Alright. I guess we can either commit to snake. Well, the snake is already leveling, which means we should do this. The snake will get a little bit higher next turn, although he actually doesn't need it if we're committing to pug on snake. So I guess I'll keep this snake frozen, right? I kept the snake frozen, just in case I do decide that we do want to move the pug around, so that we are not fully committing to it being used on that snake. Thank goodness that little shot right there did not immediately kill my snake. But on the other hand, a 48/48 golden retriever is a little annoying to deal with. Happily our stacked swans there really held it out for us. Man, I feel like we were losing almost this entire game. I gotta say, my confidence was not high. We were actually getting a lot further than I would expect from this squad. Alright, nothing helps here. Ooh. Okay, well this is instantly gonna do that. We can move our dog back. So now we are once again running good lynx and super snake. 15 damage to one random unit. Dang, if we had a melon on this swan, that'd be bananas. That would be bananas. So much damage. I mean, they have a little bit of sniper, but... Okay, 1 hit. 2 hit. That didn't even kill the monkey? I can't even kill one singular monkey with my most strongest of snakes? Oof. Oh, and it was the last unit too! Alright. Well, there's another sadness, but let's do... maybe one more round. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, cookies. Alright, let's see how this one turns out. A silk moth. Wow, alright. We have a mid-game weekly switch on us, because this is definitely a new setup. Do we have a bison in this one? No, so we do not have to do the extreme focus on trying to get levels for turn 4 animals. A silk moth. Friend ahead hurt, give it 1 health, works 3 times per turn. That actually sounds pretty useful. I will run double duck just to see how this one ends up. And is there a regular moth in this pack? There is not, so we do not have to worry about like a super attack on first turn. Unless there's a pig. That makes up the plans a little bit, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, we have not seen ants in so long. This is such a strange thing to feel. We will be an eager streamer. We're trying our hardest out there, kids. But it's been so long, I feel like, since I've seen ants in the weekly. It feels weird to have like a nostalgia feeling for just like a single pet in a video game. That's crazy. Alright, duck for the win. Did we actually get any uses out of our silk moth? I was not paying enough attention, I don't think. And we've got all these apples. And all these ducks. And these ducks look rather ravishing in their little hats right here. Looks like Mary Poppins style Tea Party hats. That was the optimal animal to buff, because it could have let us use our trigger more often with all that health they gate over. Sadly, it was not to be. Okay, Big Duck is still in the picture. We will appleize him again. We could run 2 larger ducks and 2 ants. And we do have a sleeping pill as well, so these ants could have a little bit of a death in their future. Ooh, teleportation. Ooh, I've not seen that fish before. Sturgeon fish. Before attack, spend 2 trumpets to give the nearest friend behind 6 health. Man, if you got that thing up and you actually had enough trumpets to spend, that could completely max out the health of the behind unit really quickly. Alright, cherry. Give 1 pet the cherry perk. Gain 2 trumpets. That is interesting. They've mixed in the new pack cherry specific thing. This is very specific to the recent pack that came out, so might as well try to use that a little bit. And here's that moral dilemma, you know? I can't afford to roll and also buy something, but I would like to see another unit. I could combine just to get the level up and hope that it's something that I want to spend $3 on to get it on the squad. Black Naked Stilt. Faint, gain 3 trumpets. I guess that's a fitting ability for a level 2. It's basically just this food item, but in slightly better and in the place of an animal. You know, I guess I haven't really gotten to do any trumpet related builds besides just that one level 5 unit that just gives you like 8 trumpets at once. He's the only influence I've really had so far. Looks like he's not in the game during this round. Broccoli, -1 attack plus 3 health. This already existed, but it looks like it's got a new sticker. I wonder what the concept was for that, replacing some of the aesthetics. Like, I think the beehive, the thing of honey looks different as well. I think that people were saying that these animals that they're using as their like icons here are actually from like an iPhone. They're like emojis or something. Which I feel like they can't be 1-for-1 on something, because then would they be allowed to use them? Maybe they're switching out some of their things to either... You would think match aesthetic, maybe it's also because it's like too close to something that already exists. Okay, we'll make a big duck now. Hurt, deal damage. This feels like it goes together. I would like the ants to also be part of that squad, so I might as well throw that guy back there. Ooh, and we've got pills and blobfish. So there's chocolate, pills, and blobfish. Are there crows? No crows. Alright, we've got 2 of the 3 maneuvers of living. Which could be fun. I do love a toad. Would I kill an ant to bring a toad in here? It could be worth it. I at least want to level the ant up one more time before I just completely throw it to the wind, but we'll see. We'll see how you stand with us in the next few turns, Anti-boy. Alright, more health. The additional health was not super helpful right there, but it could have been. It's the opportunity that we're looking for, really. 6? Man, their fainted guy gave way too many trumpets, I feel. That was much too strong. The audacity. Give 2 health. So this definitely feels like it will help him live a lot longer. And a level up on the ant. Ooh, I could fill that, man. I would get rid of my very short-lived faint for trumpets ability just to give everyone a little tick of health for 4 gold. Is that really worth it? I don't know, but it sounds like it's smart because it included 3 steps, so maybe. Oh my goodness. Sheep are the worst nightmare. What's the problem? Sheep are the worst nightmare for early games. Can Big Duck hold it out? Big Duck almost held it out. Definitely give him a gold star for trying. Alright, let's see here. End of turn, the lowest friendly health gets plus 4 health. That is actually pretty good. After I do this... And then I could do it again. I want to put this on the team. If I put him on the team and then I pill the ant, we would have to buy one of these units, which I guess would be this guy. Let's try this out. We're getting rid of some trumpets as well because I am sacrificing my cherry, and that went to the perfect unit. Get him out here. This could be cool. Sadly, I really wanted him to give that to the silk moth, but I guess it had a 2 and 3 chance of being what I wanted, and it did not succeed. Give the lowest friendly pet. I don't know if that includes himself. I think that he is capable of just being a self-buffer in that way, but... Oh man, what? They're running what we're running, but better? I want to grow up to be like them someday. Alright, let's see here. Let's pill this guy. I realized that we possibly should have gotten rid of our duck a little earlier, but we're still running with this. And I really feel like this is actually extremely helpful, such that I may be willing to run a 3 squad for 1 turn, just to make this work out. It's quite possible we'll lose next turn, and I do appreciate a hippo, and I do appreciate a second hippo. We get these hippos on the squad if we're able to survive till then. I feel like this could actually be the pivot point that plunges us into victory. Oh, I did not consider the counterfact of them also having a hippo, though. That is a bit sad. We got that one, that one. We managed to draw that squad. Headlines, everyone. They drew. No one would have thought it, but they did. I should have trusted them more. Don't need this. We could... I value the hippo having a little bit more health. Oh my goodness. The game said hippo is the way. Give one random friend some units. This one is actually pretty fun with the combination of pills in the pack, because if we had like him, we were going hard on pills and maybe blobfishes, we could have a high level and high stats pretty quickly. In fact, I'm kind of intrigued by the concept of switching a duck out for him. Let's get rid of this and keep a blobfish. If we happen to roll a pill next turn, we might be going forth on a major squad rework, honestly. Okay, 6 trumpets. That's the problem with trumpets, though. It's like, in this kind of game, having just one good unit is generally speaking enough to like push you to the end game. And you can get one good unit pretty easy if your team is focused on getting just a big dog. Right, that was a very easy victory. We did not get a pill. We can stack this, roll for a pill once and twice. No, but a garlic. This is honestly better than that at that point. Do I want to try and keep this blobfish? Part of me says sell the duck and keep the blobfish just in the hopes that in the future we will see somebody. The problem being that it's going to steal our orangutan buffs, and I would like that to go to someone who matters, which right now is Porcupine, which is good for us. I'm gonna unselect these things just because I feel like I might be it's a little late probably to be like saving things. Plus 2 health per turn, plus 8 health. So this is a pretty great combo, honestly. A carrot could help us choose who the orangutan buffs. Okay, so he is capable of doing it to himself. I had kind of wished he would do the porcupine instead. Honestly, the fact that he's not leveled though means that he's probably not that great. Why did I get skedoodled to the back? Was that an ability? Was that a food item that one of the guys was holding just then? Oh, my hippo didn't even get to hit. Okay, okay. We're going to continue with upgrading this. Wait a second, these two things are different. Move to the back when in front once? What is this? Garlic and onion. Move to the back when in front. Ah, poof. I don't want that. I was gonna give this carrot to the silk moth. I did not realize that I was actively harming my hippo's ability to do anything there. Spend all trumpets to deal it as double damage to one random enemy. Okay. Well, I'm definitely in the market. Well, death and blobfish. I'm in the market to sell this duck. So if I can roll twice and find something that is actually assisted by these, that would be great. I would say a skunk is enough. We'll take that. Oh, but if I put this down now, I kind of want to do the blobfish maneuver. This will be wasting an orangutan buff. We will save this and that, and we will come back to it later. Sell 3 gold. Alright, that seems just by default quite useful, and I love the octopus. The octopus is always a win. Can we survive to get like 6 wins with our 1 health? Not if the enemy has a level 2 octopus, I would say. I feel like my maneuvers just never really got out there in time. I wonder if we added a garlic on our hippo, if that would have changed the course of time. Would that mistake have caused any difference? You have peanuts on your llama? How did you get peanuts? Is there a walrus in here? Ah, boof. Well, maybe next time. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.